A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy announced on Saturday, April 20th, 2025, that his forces would observe a surprise Easter truce declared by Russian President Vladimir Putin, set to last until midnight on Sunday. This announcement comes amidst a backdrop of air raid sirens sounding in Kyiv, raising skepticism about the sincerity of the truce. The proposed ceasefire represents the most substantial pause in hostilities during the 3 years of conflict, a conflict that has seen significant loss of life and destruction across the region. The truce was announced by President Putin during a televised meeting with military officials, citing humanitarian reasons for the pause in fighting during the Easter holiday. However, shortly after the announcement, President Zelenskyy accused Russian forces of continuing their artillery fire and assaults on the front line, undermining the truce's intended purpose. The situation has left many in Ukraine questioning whether the ceasefire will hold or if it is merely a tactical maneuver by Russia. In a remarkable turn of events, both Russia and Ukraine engaged in a large exchange of prisoners on the same day, with each side reportedly returning over 240 captured fighters. This exchange has been seen as a glimmer of hope amid the ongoing hostilities, suggesting that both nations are willing to engage in dialogue, at least on some fronts. The truce follows months of diplomatic efforts led by U.S. President Donald Trump, who had urged both Moscow and Kyiv to reach an agreement. On the eve of the truce announcement, the U.S. issued a warning that it would withdraw from negotiations if no progress was made, adding pressure on both sides to reach a compromise. Despite the official announcement of the truce, reports from the Ukrainian military command indicate that fighting has not ceased, with artillery fire and drone activity continuing in several frontline areas. President Zelenskyy expressed his willingness to extend the truce beyond Easter if Russia adheres to its promises. He emphasized the importance of peace for millions of Ukrainians who hold Easter as one of their most significant holidays, especially given the destruction of numerous places of worship during the conflict. Soldiers stationed in eastern Ukraine, particularly in Kramatorsk, have expressed skepticism regarding the truce. Many believe that previous ceasefire agreements have been violated, leading to a deep mistrust of Russian intentions. Dmitry, a soldier in Kramatorsk, remarked that while the announcement might be intended to evoke hope, the reality on the ground suggests otherwise. Similarly, Vladislav, another soldier, recalled past ceasefire agreements that quickly fell apart, indicating a pervasive sense of doubt among the troops. In contrast, public sentiment in Moscow seems to reflect a more aggressive stance, with citizens like Yevgeny Pavlov arguing against giving Ukraine any respite. This divergence in public opinion highlights the complex and multifaceted nature of the conflict, where both sides are grappling with national pride, historical grievances, and the immediate realities of war. As the truce unfolds, it remains uncertain whether it will lead to a lasting peace or if it will simply be a temporary pause in hostilities. The international community watches closely, hoping that this moment could pave the way for more meaningful negotiations and a potential resolution to the ongoing crisis. The coming days will be crucial in determining the future trajectory of the conflict, as both sides navigate the delicate balance between military strategy and the pursuit of peace. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.